keep it casual. Fear my calls me handsome, so I know that that's true. It's hard to stay humble when they put you at the front of it all. Gotta learn to hold your tongue, that's why I always mumble when I talk. It's not my fault, I look good when I do what I do.
What's going on? Welcome back to another Media Man Live on this Good Friday. I had to surprise y'all with a show, so we can have a man-to-man discussion, in regards to where this platform is going moving forward. It's a tough show because on one hand, I do appreciate all the positive comments in regards to me telling men, about fitness, nutrition, getting your money up, staying focused, being on your purpose. But I have been making my rounds on certain videos, on YouTube, and then also in my comments. And I just see a lot of negativity, man. And it bothers me. It bothers me to my core because we didn't have these spaces when I was young, man. We had to kind of figure it out ourselves. And in certain content creators, they'll tell you straight up, man, I don't want you to be like me. I don't want you to make the same mistakes that I did. And I think I've done a great job of trying to tell you guys, hey, man, we all go through struggles, but why go through those struggles when you have people telling you, hey, man, you got to focus on, improving yourself first before you can go out there and start critiquing others, giving other people feedback and talking negatively on platforms. And then you go home and you're struggling. I don't want y'all to be like that. But it does bother me that every time I try and put out something positive, I do get an influx of negativity and I don't understand why. And maybe it's just me being, clueless in regards to how the social media works and people just want to, cause conflict and chaos. And I try my best to, protect Black men from that on my channel. But sometimes, I would say majority of the time it comes from men. And I wasn't going to go live today, man, but I had to, leave the gym, finish up my weekly review with work first. And then I almost wanted to do this at 5, but my significant other, she told me that we had a reservation somewhere. So I had to speed this up because it was weighing heavily on my heart, man, to discuss this. And at first, I was going to just turn on the camera and start talking reckless, but I was like, man, let me calm down, and go through the steps of, my mental health journey and make sure I get the point across before I speak to you guys. And again, I'm just a guy on YouTube, man. My words may not matter to you because you're like, man, who is this guy to try and give us, advice? We don't know him. And you're right. You don't know me. But just understand that I don't have to do this. I don't have to come on this platform and share certain insight that I have based off of my experiences and try and protect you guys from going down the path of doing things the wrong way when you can skip that process, so to speak, and just remember that, man. Like I said, you don't have to take my advice. You don't have to listen to me, but you could probably be doing the same thing. You may be able to do it better than me. You make your own platform and you give advice and you do what you need to do. Cool. If people gravitate towards it and they like what you're saying, great. Then I'm going to have my platform. People feel what I'm saying is, useful. Great. But me speaking my mind on certain things that I see guys talking about is necessary, and I think, you guys know, the place that I come from, the rule of 10, 3 people for, 3 people against, 4 people undecided. And I just hate to see us losing more men without them doing the work first. And I'm going to explain what I'm talking about here in a second, man. But it does bother me. I'm not going to lie to you guys. But let me, and man, I didn't even promote and ask for super chats, but you guys, man, amazing. Thank you, Rad Talk, for the $4.99 super chat. Say happy Friday, Media Man in chat. Thank you, good brother. Happy Friday to you. Blessings. And my man, Grow Man, talking with the $20 bomb on your boy. He said, on my way to my son's graduation, just stopping by to show my respects. Many blessings. I'll catch the replay. Man, that's the type of messages I'm talking about, man. That brother going to see his son graduate, man. Blessings to you, man, and congrats to your son, man. That's the type of stuff I like seeing in these faces. Thank you for sharing that, brother. Man, we got BK Boy 541 with the $1.99 super chat. I greatly appreciate it, man. Thank you for stopping by. Centennial G What's going on? He said, I got my hot yoga in. Man, that's the best. That is the best. Yeah, I just invested in our own sauna here, man. So, I mean, it's amazing. He said, always a beast of surviving. You ain't lying. I did that overseas for the first time in, where was I at? Was that Switzerland? Yeah, it was in Switzerland. I got a massage, and then they offered classes at this hotel for hot yoga. And I was able to do that, man. It's tough. I ain't gonna hold you. Holding in positions meant pause, if we got to say that. It is tough. I know what you're going through. Daniel Berry Sports Highlights said, hey, everyone, happy Friday. What's going on, good brother? How are you? Lloyd Tanner said, in the gym doing water cardio. Man, that's the best type. You ain't, man, that works the whole body. You the man. See, JTC, what's going on? He's saying, we thank you for all your work, Uncle. Hey, I appreciate that, man. Thank you. You know, I mean, I just want folks, you know, men to do better, especially black men, man. I see y'all, you got all the tools, you know, and you shouldn't be spending so much time being negative on social media, man. It's going to happen regardless. People coming at us from all angles, you know, including it, I mean, primarily in the black community. We just go through so much, man, and I just want y'all to have some peace, you know, or create your own peace, whatever that may look like. You know what I'm saying? So appreciate it, man. Brian Turner says, sub meeting, man. I finally benched the 120 dumbbell for reps and maxed out the 130s. Thank you for the motivation. Hey, you the guy, man. Hey, see, I like seeing people hit them, you know what I'm saying? Hey, when you putting up them 120s, man. I remember the first time I did that, I felt like I was Superman. You know what I'm saying? Hit max. That's great. Leon 008 said the algorithm is rage, corn, and most would never show their face or who they date or how they are really living. And that's the thing, man. You know, we got to consider where these messages are coming from, you know, and it's tough. I ain't going to lie to you. Prince J said, any media man, I always feel inadequate. A girl rejected me horribly and it made it worse. Bro, I mean, it's a saying that people, you know, they always mention, they say, hey, man, I'm going through hell right now. But the key word is that going. The other key word is through. You're going through it. That doesn't mean that you have to stay there. You know what I'm saying? What do you do next? We have to keep moving, man. We can't let these things stop us. And we're going to get into it here in a second. Let's see here. Kawan said, men are the biggest enemy to these spaces. A lot of men don't want to do the work. PIES, physical, intelligent, emotional, and spiritual. Man, that's a good acronym. I like that. Yeah, man. And you know what's funny? Kawan, I mean, I hate to say this, but we kind of know what to expect from women. In regards to these, like, seriously, I could probably stick one of y'all in the position that I'm sitting in right now, and we could go off all the talking points. We know there's going to be some shame. We know single mothers don't like to hear our thoughts on how most men view them. We know the playbook from women, but with men, it's completely different because these guys are standing right next to you, and they're in the same spaces as you, and they keep feeding you this poison in regards to, yeah, women negative, women bad. We know what women are doing. Adults, we get it, right? But it's just tough when you see other men standing right next to you with this defeatist mindset, and they're here every day. And they continuously feed this. And I have a great example of this, you know what I'm saying? And use one of my favorite video games as an example. Hopefully you guys understand it. But yeah, man, it's just, damn, I know what we going through, man. But I mean, I just don't, my job as a, you know, a biostatistician, right? I don't know if you guys know this, but I create, I don't even know if I want to. Yeah, I mean, I got to say, I mean, I create experiments, and it's based off of what's going on in the medical field, you know, using, you know, microbiology and things of that nature, right? So I have to research the problem, and then I have to generate an experiment that we can run in order to get to the solution. And that may take a day, months, years, depending on how much time, we have to get, an answer or a hypothesis to determine our next course of action. To say that much. And I've been in this business of public health for almost 20 years now, man. And my life has been centered around finding solutions, especially being in the military. It's not acceptable for you to come to your boss and tell them that, man, I spent a month on this. You gave me a deadline and I don't have anything to show you for it. Show for it. I've been trying to do research and I just don't have an answer. We got to find something. We got to adapt and overcome. And I think my mindset in these spaces, I hear the problem and immediately I start thinking of solutions. And I'm like, man, what can I do to help this guy get at a position that he's in? What can I do to be the best influence in these spaces in order to get the men to understand that no matter what women are doing, no matter what men are telling you about these spaces, the bottom line is that we got to continue improving. It's nothing we can do. We can't quit. I mean, what good is that? You just sit in here in these spaces and say, oh man, they told me that I'm not 6 feet, so I just don't matter on the dating market. So I just quit. That's not what my page is built around, man. And again, I told you guys, I understand why MGTOW exists. I understand why Black Pill exists. I understand how, the guys who consider themselves incels exist. I get it. But that's not what my platform is centered around. That's pretty much given up. In certain stages of the MGTOW, you gave up. So why would I want those guys here listening to me when I'm sitting there telling you guys we have to continue improving just for ourselves? And I don't see a lot of that, man. And I just see a lot of arguing back and forth. And it's tough, man. It's tough, man. But yeah, so I mean, like I said, this is just kind of off the cuff or whatever, but I wanted to share a couple of things of what I noticed in these spaces. And it took me a while to get to this point to understand how the majority of these conversations go. But from what I noticed, based off of my experience being in these spaces for about 3 years, it's kind of like, the video game, The Last of Us. Have you guys seen that, played that video game or watched the HBO series? It's one of my favorite games ever. I consider it possibly the best game ever made. Maybe Last of Us 1 and 2. Best games ever made. And to me, you know what I'm saying? And that's maybe me being biased because I really don't play video games that much. However, when something amazing comes out and people tell me about it, I cracked open that damn PS4 and I started playing The Last of Us and I was hooked on the storyline to the point that I'm actually counting down to when they come out with Last of Us 3 because I'm excited, just like I would be excited for another Superman movie, right? You know what I'm saying? To come out, so let me refresh y'all memory in regards to what The Last of Us is. Hold on. I got certain things. Y'all, so this is The Last of Us 1 and 2, right? So yeah, so it's an amazing game. And in one of the parts on, I think, Last of Us 2, you come across this picture. You guys see that? It's basically showing the stages of infection from the people who are infected with the cordyceps virus, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. And I always looked at this picture. It was amazing because it makes sense. And I always liken it to these quote unquote RP spaces. And it kind of bothers me, man, because, and I'm going to explain to you why. So in the video game, The Last of Us, the story is centered around the cordyceps brain infection, right? Or they abbreviate it as CBI, which is a parasitic fungal infection that has pretty much destroyed mankind, right? Ophiocordyceps in a medical terminology, Ophiocordyceps unilateralis is the zombie ant fungus. And this is the one that The Last of Us created the game's narrative from, right? And even though cordyceps are very real, it can be found in ants. Currently, the fungus can't infect humans due to the higher internal temperatures of our bodies, right? Can't survive. But using the analogy of these RP spaces, the cordyceps infection represents the message that you all are getting from a lot of these content creators that either have a defeatist mindset or that have platforms centered around conflict among Black men and Black women. And watching too much of these programs causes your temperature to rise, which ultimately infects you with RP rage. And instead of growing out of that phase or lowering your temperature, you remain infected, and eventually it overtakes your mindset and you become a mindless zombie-like creature that roams YouTube channels looking for conflict instead of lowering your temperature to remove the cordyceps, which would allow you to improve. And I refuse to be one of the reasons why you guys are infected. So to all the defeatist mindset people that are on my page, I want you guys to identify yourselves right now in the chat so I can get you the fuck off my channel. Simple. Your way of thinking goes against everything I stand for on my platform. It gives me so much joy and happiness to see Black men being, elated when I put out those statistics which kill the proverbial monkey that's been attached to our backs for decades within the Black community. I do that to encourage you all to succeed, no matter what Black men and Black women think or say. The opposite of that is walking away with your head down, defeated. And it's kind of like the same way I feel about these women with these unrealistic expectations. I mean, it's the same way. I mean, it's exactly how I feel about men who have the nerve to say that they've given up on the dating market or they've given up on fitness because they're ugly. I just like, I'm going to look at y'all from now on and watch the world burn. Just like the Joker said, because there's nothing I can do for you. Because you had enough nerve to sit there and comment, but you commented trying to look for sympathy. Oh no, brother, you're gonna be fine. I'm ugly. You're gonna be fine. Nah, man. If you got that mindset, then there's no reason for you to be here. I want those types of people to find other content creators that'll tell you that it's healthy to think that way, because that's not my job over here, man. And I want you guys to understand something, Black men. Black men are dying. Black men are dying, man. Do you guys know that 1 out of 4 Black men die because of heart disease? It's true. 1 out of 4. So that's why I take fitness, nutrition, health, mental health so seriously, because a lot of these things can be tough to shake, but they can be beat. And it just bothers me that I understand that heart issues and stress go hand in hand. And I honestly just hate to see Black men going back and forth on these platforms with people who are unreasonable or just want you to get to a point where they can make money off of you, of having both of y'all arguing amongst each other. And it's tough, man. It's tough to see, because I know y'all smarter than this. And let me show you guys. This is Black men. Non-Hispanic black men of all ages, 24.1% of our deaths are attributed to heart disease. Heart disease. It's preventable, man. Some of this stuff is preventable. And I just want to put that into perspective before you guys start getting your temperature all, rising and you going back and forth and you staying in this RP rage. Just know that people are praying for your downfall if you're in these spaces. Y'all see what the black community, black women in particular, are saying about Kevin Samuels till this day. Let me refresh your memory. This was actually just posted under that Ebony K. Williams picture on the Shade Room. Let me show you guys something. This is what black women are saying about Kevin Samuels right now. All y'all quoting Kevin Samuels. Remember, he died in a hotel after having a one-night stand. This woman doubled down. He died from a heart attack. He still went out like a gangster, effing chicks. These people, man, they still bring that shit up. I don't want people like that to win, man. I don't. Even though we all have our day where we are going to leave this earth, I don't want it to be prematurely. And the way that happens is you guys keep increasing your stress levels, going back and forth with these delusional women and these people that don't respect you. They know because they may be used to chaos. A lot of the people in the black community that have these different mindsets, they are used to chaos. So they can survive in this type of environment. You guys are new because it makes you pissed off when you see somebody like not listening to reason, not using logic. So you fight tooth and nail with these people to get them to understand. When the fact of the matter is that they will never understand. They don't care. Y'all told me that. Every time I post something about statistics, they're not going to listen. So I understand that. So I give the information to you guys. If you know that, then why don't you get off these damn platforms talking to these irrational ass people? That's the best way that you can affect change. If they don't have you to go back and forth with, they're just going to be going back and forth with one another. And whatever their fate is their fate. Because I don't want you to go down that path, man. It doesn't make any sense. It's tough, trying to get this message out. Jesus. But we got to stop, man. We got to remove ourselves. And especially, when I'm trying to put out something positive, you don't have to go in the comment section pointing out the negatives. Like, God, dog, I put out that Atlanta video and some guy was like, well, Boston's GDP is higher. That wasn't the point. We're talking about metropolitan areas with black folks, a majority of black folks. I literally said it in the video. Boston, I'm like, brother, what was the point of that? And also, I want to speak about this comment. And again, shout out to everybody who spoke something positive about, the video that I put out with Quan Mills, where he was explaining that it doesn't pay to be overweight. This was left under there, and I told the brother that I was going to speak about this. So hopefully he's here. Let me show you guys. This is what he left on the comment or under the video. He said, never, ever lose weight to attract women. You should lose weight for your physical and mental health. And I told him the first time, I said, I disagree. He said, prioritizing being attractive to women has been the downfall of American black men since the 1970s. I don't know how, but it is what it is. Physical health is important as an overall aspect of developing the mental and physical strength to become leaders, which should be the primary focus of black men. And I told him again, I disagree 100%. So let me ask y'all a question. And I know that I have kind of a little advantage because I have my platform. And if you guys agree with him, that's perfectly fine. But I'm going to tell y'all this. The way that I speak to you guys about getting in shape is light compared to how I used to speak to people when I was a personal trainer. If there was anybody stationed with me in Korea in 2010, they will tell you that I had about 100 people scared to go to the food court because if they got caught, I was going to make them go through hell when they got back to the gym. Because people around that I trained, they would tell on people. They would say, hey, I caught Lamar in the food court at Baskin Robbins. They would tell me. And I would never tell them who told me. But I would make their asses pay for it once I got them back into the fucking gym. So you guys are privileged. Because the way I talk to you guys is light. In the response to this comment, I don't give a damn what it takes for your ass to get into the gym. Get your ass in the gym. And the ultimate goal or the end result is you becoming healthy and in shape. Do you really think that I'm going to sit there at a man that's telling me, hey, man, this woman just kicked me in the chest in the form of a breakup. Now I want to get back in the gym and show her. Do you really think I'm going to? No, brother. I don't want you to take that mindset into the gym so you can get healthy and get in shape. I'm going to tell him to stop? No. I'm going to tell him to use that fucking rage and get your ass in the gym. I don't give a damn what the reason is. That may be different from the people that y'all talk to. Hate motivates, because I'm a perfect example of that. I thrive when people tell me I can't do something. I had one of my supervisors, and I told this story before I even went to college. I had been to 3 different combat tours. I was stationed at Lagos Air Force Base in Portugal. Didn't have a degree, none of that. But I was decorated. One of the only people I would say anybody, if there was anybody that was in a combat role, okay, cool. Maybe 3 or 4 other people. But as a medic, I was the only medic on that damn base that had a combat action medal. So I was very accomplished early in my career. But when I got to this base, I had a supervisor and she told my ass, she looked at my records and she said, so what's your degree in? And I told her, I said, I don't have a degree. And she was like, you don't have a degree? You've been in the military for 10 years and you ain't been to school yet? We have an E3 over here. He has a bachelor's degree. You sitting here, a sergeant, and you don't have a degree? And she made me feel this small. Seriously. I could have went 1 or 2 ways. I would be like, hey, she right. I'm going to just go ahead and take it, do my time, and get up out of here. I took it as she was telling me that I couldn't do it. She was telling me that I'm not smart enough to get a degree. So you know what I did? I enrolled in school and I finished up my degree and I got my degree. And you know what she said when I finished my degree program? She said, that's great. What's next? That's military culture. They don't give a damn about what you did last year. They care about what you're doing right now and moving forward. So when I hear people talk about this shit saying that, hey, you shouldn't get in shape because of a woman, I don't care what it is. I don't. Because the end goal is positive. And it's the same thing that women do. Don't y'all complain about women who are married, got out of shape, but then when they get divorced, then they decide to get back in shape. And you ask yourselves, why didn't you do that for your husband? Because she was comfortable. She didn't have no motivation. Now her ass back out there wearing heels and shit and in the gym 5 times a week so she can get back out there so she can get a better result. I don't give a damn if men do the same thing. And like I said, I don't care. I don't care if somebody else says this. I don't care if a fitness influencer says this. If I wanted to, I could turn this channel into a fitness channel because I have so much to say about this topic because people try and use excuses of saying that, hey, you shouldn't do this. Obviously, the person ain't in the gym already. So maybe it does take a woman to cheat on your ass so you can understand that you need to get your ass in the gym and stop being a fat ass. Get up and stop sitting there trying to use this. You shouldn't use women. No, I don't care. I don't care. I get tired of this damn defeatist mindset. You're not doing anything already. These motherfuckers, man, it's pointless. It's already. I showed y'all the statistics. Damn near what 70% of folks ain't even in shape. And you gonna sit there and try and discredit somebody to go into the gym by using hate or using a breakup or trying to get more, being more attractive to women? Why is that a negative? Somebody tell me, why is that a negative? Because again, the end goal is you being in shape. You really think you're gonna become jacked and juicy, you know what I'm saying, after going to the gym for a year straight and you swelled and swole up, and you gonna sit there and look at yourself in the mirror? You know what? I should stop this because I got these gains based off of hate. So I'm gonna just go back to being a fat ass slob because I used the wrong motivation to go to the gym for 6 days a week, diet, and get myself in shape. What kind of sense does that make? No, I'm gonna lean into it. So like I told you guys, if I wanted to be as direct as I was when I was a personal trainer back in Korea, y'all would probably hate me. But you would hate me looking like, you know what I'm saying, the next version of Arnold Schwarzenegger or Phil Heath. Because I used to push the people that I trained that hard. Sometimes I would actually walk off if I seen them doing a movement wrong. I would stop counting. 1, 2. 1, 2. Because they doing the shit wrong. If I seen the weights clank and you're not controlling the weight, I don't count that rep. I used to be a beast as a personal trainer. Anybody that I ever trained, they'll tell you the same thing. They tell you, I still get people telling me that, hey, man, I need you back, you know what I'm saying, station with me. I will get in shape. I'll be in the best shape ever. I've had damn near all of my friends who I consider brothers tell me the same thing because they used to see how, you know, important fitness was when I was there and they was in the gym 5-6 days a week. I don't play, man, because that's in your control. And I don't give a damn about this 6 feet shit. Y'all using this as a crutch in order to stay where you are, to not get the results that you want. Oh man, if you know, if I get with a girl and she see a dude that's over 6 feet, she gonna leave my ass. Really? What are you bringing to the table? To sound like we say to women, y'all have this defeatist mindset, man, and it pisses me off. God, dog. Y'all, like I said, man, y'all lucky. You are absolutely lucky. Don't it, man. I think I'm gonna start doing instead of going around, you know, doing meetups for my show. I'm gonna start doing meetups at the gym. I'm gonna come to y'all cities, and I'm gonna put you through a workout. And yes, the first workout that we're gonna do is legs, and see if you can stand the next day. That's what I'm gonna start doing. I'm gonna start reaching out to these gyms and going to these big cities. If you want to meet Media Man, he's gonna be at Lifetime Fitness, and he's gonna take your ass to a workout. And I'm gonna treat you like a trainee, and I'm gonna be a drill sergeant, and I'm gonna beat your ass up in that damn gym. I promise you that. I've had people quit, and I take pride in that because that tells me you ain't been doing what you're supposed to be doing when you was, you know, supposed to be working out. Oh yeah, man, I would going to the gym 4 days a week. Prove it. Come do a workout with me. My 44, almost 45-year-old ass. Do a workout with me. See what happens. And I'm dieting right now. And I promise you, your workouts ain't nothing like what I do. Y'all lucky. Let me see here. HVAC Man 23, $5 super chat. This is just like the flood in Halo. Once you get infected, you are a mindless zombie. There's no cure either. Yeah, man. Stay in that mindset if you want to. That True Seeker $5 super chat said, "What up? Think of Wes Watson on Fresh and Fit saying men should strive to be great, but getting pushback from men. It's crazy, man." Jay Renard, what's going on, brother? Said a $5 super chat said, "I found RP content basically by accident. Thankfully, I never had RP rage. It's been revelatory for me And I appreciate what you're doing, good brother. Yeah, thank you. And like I said, man, I'm absolutely RP aware. I've been going through this before there was even a term for it. And it was just funny to see all these men sharing these similar stories. But once you know the truth, it's normal and necessary to probably be pissed off. But you shouldn't stay in that RP rage phase for too long to where you're jumping from platform to platform talking about women ain't shit. What are you doing with the information? What are you doing to improve yourself to get the outcomes that you want? And if you're one of these guys that say that I remove myself, then why are you sitting there arguing certain points about women that you don't want? It makes no sense to me. You're just causing conflict. So, definite G $5 super chat was going to say, just wanted to show some love, media man. Appreciate it, brother. And just Jaquan 499 super chat said, in the gym now. Yeah, man. And it, something as trivial as the gym can have so much of an impact on your life, man. And damn, I could talk about this shit every week if I wanted to, how it's changed my life completely. More ambitious, motivation, confidence, effective leadership, feeling comfortable walking into rooms of people that I don't know, starting conversations. Just everything comes from the gym. Discipline, consistency, all these things can be translated into relationships. And that's why a lot of people say the gym is close to therapy, because it is, man. Y'all don't, and I'm not just talking about lifting weights. I'm talking about everything. If you're a boxer, you do MMA, any of these things, it's therapy. Therapy for the soul, for the body, man. CVP Film $5 super chat said, I'm about to get up and work out now. Hello, I was 550 pounds. Now I'm 300 pounds. Wow, man. Congratulations to you. And this just motivated me to get off my ass down. Good, man. Hey, and I'm hold on. Let me tell you something. Lamar Wyatt 99 super chat said, what's up, Double M in the chat? You should get in shape for health reasons. Attracting the opposite sex is a plus. What the hell is wrong with that guy? Yeah, man. Like I said, I don't care what it is. Just get in there, because the majority of men not even in there in the first place. So if you get, your woman come to you one day and be like, babe, I got something to tell you. I just slept with the Uber driver. And you're like, let me go grab some weights. And then a year later, you become some swelled up dude. And the reason why you did it was because you hated the fact that you got cheated on. Okay. It'll be another one come around. It is what it is. Florida man, $10 super chat said, I don't know where I would be if it weren't for the gym. The weight room became a staple in my life since high school through athletics. The determination, discipline, the grind, etc. It's so much, man. And some people have other things that they go for, to make them feel happy. I get it. Personally, I have certain things that I do that makes me feel happy. Being outside in the elements, playing golf. I mean, that's one of them. But it ain't nothing can replace, the gym for me. So CVP Film, $2 super chat said, you making the gym sound like church. It somewhat is. I mean, you develop connections that you probably never would have. Some of my best friends to this day came from the gym, just being around it, I mean, God, dog. It's crazy. And like I said, man, I want to tell y'all something. Before y'all even heard about C.T. Fletcher and who he was and how he went viral for talking shit, while he was in the gym, I promise you this. From 2006 in the Air Force to 2019, if you would have asked anybody about who Medium Man was, or if you would have described somebody, hey, it was a dude in the gym cursing himself out in the mirror while he was lifting weights, and they would have been like, oh yeah, I know him, that's such and such. And they was talking about me. Before there was him, there was Medium Man. Promise you that. And I know people, oh man, you lying. Man, I'm gonna get some WhatsApp conversations from my friend and ask them how they knew who I was. After I would go to the gym, go to a little club or something on base or something like that, people be like, hey man, you was the guy in the gym that was cursing yourself out while you was lifting weights. Yeah, that was me. Because I had a lot of pent-up aggression because I wasn't assimilating into the medical field like I did when I was in, security forces. In my combat role, I had a lot of aggression, and I was like, man, I got to learn this in the gym. It just came, man. After I was told that I would never run a marathon, I adopted the gym. And it just went on from there. Yeah, man, I used to talk cash shit in the gym because I was angry. It's always something to be angry about in the military. And I used to take that shit to the gym. And one of the, the results that came with being in the gym was having better outcomes on the dating market, to where you could skip all of this, foolish ass process of having to qualify for a woman and you got to, pay this and pay that. Brother, I ain't had to do that shit. I used to take pride in women saying, man, I don't do this. Or I usually don't mess with short guys, but you different. And I'm like, I know. I know. I've heard it all before. Leon WA said, $5 super chat said, I've gotten lazy since the pandemic and having my son. I went from 185 to 165 from not hitting the gym. I hit the park with my son and walked the dogs. Yeah, man. But I mean, like I said, you got to prioritize. I bet you if it was a life or death situation, you'll find time to get in the gym. You definitely would. Because sometimes, I mean, in the military, you can't qualify for certain jobs or certain, qualifications if you're not in shape, especially in the Air Force, right? You won't be able to go to airborne school if you're not in shape. We go through strenuous testing prior to sending an Air Force member to airborne school because the Air Force doesn't want your ass embarrassing us in front of the Army. Did y'all know that? Did y'all know that we have to go through preliminary screening phases before we go show up at somebody else's school? Because they don't want to send somebody who's soft and go with this narrative that the Air Force can't cut it. That's why when the Air Force goes to these particular courses, we tend to do very well because we have to go through hell in order to get that go to get to that course. Y'all don't understand, man. It's it's a lot. And just imagine me coming on here now after going through all these stressful situations in the military. This is light. I promise you. This is like somebody reacting to my video and saying they don't like me. Brother, that means nothing compared to going to SEER school. Who's been in the military? Who have y'all ever been to SEER school? Do you know what kind of shit they put us? The mind manipulation. Do you know how tough it is to lean against a wall? Just try this for a second. You could be in all the shape you want. I want your ass to squat down and lean against the wall for 30 minutes and tell me how you feel. Just imagine doing that for hours at SEER school. Yeah. Just imagine being cramped in one space for a couple hours and see how you feel while you being berated and, swung on. Yes, swung on. And then to top that off, I go to SEER school in 2004. Then they come out with a course called ECAC, where they's like, hey, everybody got to take this course again. If you haven't been to SEER school after 2009, you got to go to ECAC for 4 days at Lackland Air Force Base as a refresher. I'm like, what, man? I done been to SEER school already. Nah, man, you got to go back. Yeah. So I had to go through both. Just imagine. Just do it. Exercise for me. Try it out. Put your squat down and put your back against the wall and see how you feel. And then you come back and report to me and tell me how you feel. Oh, man. And I'm telling y'all, like, this is preliminary stuff. This is nothing. So the Magna Group said, pretend like you're sitting against the wall. Brother, shit. IQS, what's going on? Said, I went to Sears School in Washington State in January. You talk about hell. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm running around in Fort Lewis. Oh, my goodness. Fairchild. Oh, Lord. Mr. G Rep said wall sits is dangerous. Yeah, man. And it's the most trivial thing. Like, you'd be like, man, why don't you just run me for 10 miles? I'd rather do that. Maverick said horse stands. Yeah, man. Centennial G says Sears School ain't no joke. It ain't, man. Oh, man. Let's see here. That True Seeker said, while they are drinking soda. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Just clowning you and shit. Centennial G said, ECAC, remember that from ASBC, literally was like, what the F? I am an FSS officer. Yeah, and that's what's funny about ECAC, because they send everybody to it who's going to deploy. It don't matter what career field you in. Sears School, you have to be somebody who could possibly be shot down out of the air. So if you go to airborne school, of course, pilots have to go through it. They have many different courses there. But yeah, if you're in a certain position, then they'll send you to the actual Sears School. But if if you're in any job now, I don't know if they still do this, but they will send your ass to Sears School or ECAC at Lackland, and it was like for 4 days. So, oh man. Let's see. King PB said, "Medium man, my sister used to have ISE doing that when I was 10 years old. She calls them wall sits. Yeah, man. Somebody said, David Blair said, Sears nuts. Yeah. And y'all know in the Air Force, it's a career field for that. People actually do that as a job. Those are the people that train you, the instructors. And yes, they have women as SEER instructors, and they are the same as the guys. They will beat your ass just because. So if you got a problem with women telling you what to do, don't join the military. And don't get into a career field where you got to go to SEER school, because they are just as qualified, if not more qualified, than your average man. So that's why you guys don't see me, trying to, berate women and shit like that, because I've seen women in positions where we'd have to take direction from them. Yes. So that's why it's tough for me to be like, hey, man, these women are no, brother, join the military. Join the military. You'll see. And some of these women are mothers, and they have to do these particular jobs, and they got to prioritize this shit. Y'all, man. Definitely G said, you sit on the wall with your hands out. Oh, we do. Man, we have to do that. Hands on like hands on your knees. That's funny. And just, and they won't even say nothing. You just waiting for your chance for them to come back, and they just leave your ass in there. And they watching you. Somehow way they watching you. So Centennial, she said, pilots, ABMs, navigators, and some intel are automatic ECAC candidates back in the day. Yeah, man. Oh, man. Let's see here. IQS said, I lost 20 pounds in SEER school. One of the students almost died of starvation. Yeah, how many MREs did they give us for, the last phase of it, for that week in the field? I think it was 3, and we had to make that shit work and learn how to eat. Man, and I'm not as skilled as I was back in the day, but we used to have to learn how to identify what types of insects we can eat, what types of plants are poisonous, non-poisonous, certain things that you have to do with a rabbit. I'll just say that much. But yeah, Dante Bryant, $5 super chat, brother Double M. Yeah, thank you, brother. Yeah, man. Snare traps, all that foolery. So Glow Hardy said, man, until there are women in SF doing things a male standard, they'll never be better than the average operator. Yeah, and again, like I said, man, it's certain things. And I think you were in the military, but don't discredit the things that women do in the military. And I understand SF, there's a particular reason why those women aren't on those particular teams, because we have a, protective mindset. And Jocko Willnick, he's had guys on there, who are opposed to having women in combat positions because men are so protective. Because if that woman gets hurt, we're going to jeopardize ourselves to try and save her. Because we know if a woman gets captured in combat, they're not going to delete her, brother. They going to do some stuff to her. And that's why it's so tough for me to hear the way women speak in these spaces about saying not needing men, because they don't know how much men would sacrifice, especially in the military, to save a woman. And I know that sounds crazy to these people in these spaces sometimes, but we will literally put our lives on the line to save, a woman's life, even, putting ourselves in danger, in harm's way. So I'll say that much, man. Y'all, it's a lot. So, phew. Glow said exactly. So they are a risk to the operation to a certain degree. Yeah, and for some odd reason, a lot of women, they don't understand that we should have the same, opportunities. No, it's not that, and that's why nothing has changed. And yes, there have been some women that have graduated Ranger school and received their Ranger tab, but the men that were in those classes with them, they had to kind of modify the standards in order for the women to pass. And and this is just what I've heard on particular military podcasts. I have not talked to these women to see if they had some preferential treatment, but the guys that have had women in their classes, they have said that. So, man, the group said nothing more vulnerable than a pregnant woman. Yeah, man, and it's just all this talk about the bear or the man. Like, women have absolutely no idea. The links that most men will go to protect their own, for one. And also, a lot of men still have the mindset, I'm going to protect a woman that I don't know. So, the truth seeker, that's why real equality will never happen. They wouldn't last in this society. And it's in certain situations, in certain conversations, you kind of like just let them cook, because men going to do what we going to do regardless, So IQ has said, I've lost good brothers in combat for protecting women and children. We don't need men. Babble is straight BS. Sorry, media man. I'm trying to tone it down. Coming back to YouTube from Rumble. Yeah, man. And that's why, I kind of dismiss all that foolery. But, I always give women, the rope to hang themselves with. If you're going to sit there and say, I don't need a man, I'm going to tell the guys on these platforms to make sure you stay that way. I'm not going to sit there and tell them, no, sister, it's some good men out there. You need to just stay on the task and find you. No, I don't want to see none of y'all asses in these women's comment section trying to validate yourselves. If they feel strong enough to say that, hey, I just want to see the world burn. They'll figure it out the hard way. It is not your job, especially as black men, to continuously going under there saying that they are some good men. And I've seen a lot of that foolery under that damn Ebony K. Williams, post that everybody was talking about. So she could, it's so many good black men out there that she could have found. She had she made her decision. She been telling y'all asses for the past year. She already said that she had, froze her eggs, and this is the way that she was going to do it because she didn't want to, quote unquote, settle. So that's her. I mean, and let me explain this. Some people were like, oh man, she's going to become a single mother. She know that. She already knows that. She don't care. Being a mother is more important to Ebony K. Williams than finding a husband, because she understands that her having a kid via, injection is going to make it tough for her to find a husband. You don't think she know that? Yeah. I mean, the woman is downright selfish. She understands that. So she wants to be a parent more than she wants to be a wife. That's her decision. It's nothing me or you can do. You know what I'm saying? And women are taking it the wrong way. Black women in particular. Yeah, man, I like being empowered because that's what these successful women are doing now. They'd rather have the baby. When Ebony K. Williams been spending damn near the past year or two trying to tell y'all, don't be like her. And they missed the message. She was telling women, don't sit there and waste your time trying to be a career woman. You need to try and find your ass a husband. And they just skip right over that part. She's successful. She earns enough money so she can do this. It doesn't matter. She don't need a husband. That's what they saying. And I'm just using her as a quote unquote avatar. Go in the comment section and listen to all the black women saying what they're saying about her situation. They love it. And that goes back to my point where I told you guys that the majority of black women, 3 out of 4 black women, don't want to get married. And the Ebony K. Williams situation shows you guys. You know what? Let me show y'all something real quick. I was doing some research on this topic to support my stance on black women not wanting marriage, 3 out of 4, because, we know. Let me show y'all something real quick. I always got something. Hold on. Let me find this. And this is going to shock y'all. Hold on. Let me see. I was going to save this, but since we're talking about it, since we're here and I'm live, let me show y'all something real quick. Hold on. Because you guys know that I don't like pulling up old statistics, but for this, I'm gonna make an exception. Hold on, let me clean this up so you guys can see it. Give me a second. Okay. Cool. Let me pull this up. Hold on. So, like I said, guys, I've been saying this ever since I was a year into YouTube. I've been telling people you guys are looking at this the wrong way, because prior to the new statistics coming out, there was 26%, 27% of black women are married black women, right? 26%, 27%, 26, 27%. And that's around 3 out of 4. And I was looking at the numbers and I was like, well, maybe it's not a point of black women not finding a man to marry. I think that they just don't want to get married. The majority of them don't want to get married. And I've been substantiating and strengthening my point about this for about 2 years now with some of the videos that I put out. And I always notice that when you mention marriage to a large group of black women on these platforms, the majority of them will say, well, what makes you think that the end goal for every woman is marriage? So at that point, I was like, well, that makes sense based off of the statistics. So it's not a point that 3 out of 4 black women will ever marry. It's a point of 3 out of 4 black women don't want to get married. And I strongly believe that. And the reason why is because I went back to this study. Let me show you guys something real quick. This was done in 2013 by NPR. It says, single black man seeks LTR, long-term relationship. Single black woman, not so much. Look at the date on this. 2013. So it says, in a new poll, just a quarter of single black women said they were looking for a long-term relationship. Nearly half of black men said that they were. And it says the numbers go like this. Very few single black women, just a quarter of those surveys, which would be 1 out of 4, said they were looking for a long-term relationship or LTRs. But on the flip side, nearly 43% of single black men said they're looking for a long-term partner. And this was according to a new poll of about 1,100 African Americans from the Robert Wood Johnson Foundation and the Harvard School of Public Health. It was done by Harvard. It said, I put that out there, just showing you guys what it looks like. And you guys can go look at this study for yourself. Just type it in Google from 2013. Now you fast forward to 2020 when the numbers were reported. 26% of Black women were married. Fast forward to the new 2022 numbers, only 29% of Black women are actually married. It's the same thing. So that strengthens my point. And that's what I've been telling people. Stop going on these platforms with the idea that Black women are looking for marriage. They're not. And I just saw that the Spiritual Word, they finally caught their asses up and found the study from 2018 from Bowling Green State University, their marriage and divorce statistics field. I've shared these numbers before, where it pointed out that Black women had more divorces than marriages. And I explained to you guys how they do that. You have two separate groups. Let's say you have 100 Black women who are married in one particular year, and you have 100 Black women who are divorced and are, let me put it like this. 100 Black women who are married, let's say in 2024. And then you have 100 Black women who are married over here in this group. So this particular group of Black women who weren't married before, right? Let's say 17 of those 100 Black women got married, right? And then in this group, the group of Black women who are already married, 31% of them got divorced in that particular calendar year. So that means that 17 Black women got married, 31% of Black women got divorced, which means that Black women have more divorces than they do marriage in a particular reporting period. So, and that's been consistent for like the past 10, 20 years. So the Spiritual Word, they post that the Black community, let me read it. Let me read it to you guys. This is what they posted. And I'm gonna read this. It was funny how they worded this. Hold on. Where is it? Where is that post? A lot of people sent me this. And you guys know that I've posted these, statistics for a while. They said Black couples have the highest divorce rates in the U.S. this year at 30.8%. So they reported it combined. Black people, Black couples. Second come Latino couples at 18.5% and white couples at 15.1%. And then they said Black adults have the highest divorce rate and lowest marriage rate. However, according to research, they also marry at later ages, 32 and 31 for women. I reported on all this stuff. This will sound familiar if you've been on my platform for a while. And then in the middle, they said Black women are the only group among other races with a number of divorces higher than the marriage rate. In 2018, same study, there were 31 divorces among the Black population and 17.3 marriages per 1,000 people. Black adults also make up the largest share of never married group, notably 79% of 25 to 29-year-old Black women and 18% of 55-year-olds were never married as of 2016. So they got this number from the divorce.com, but those numbers came from the Bowling Green State University study. So everything is pointing towards Black women not wanting to get married. But you know what the comments say? They were blaming Black men. Everybody, damn near every Black woman who was commenting, they had something negative to say that it was Black men's fault. And that's the type of shit that I try and, protect y'all from, because they'll never get it. So at that point, You just got to let them do whatever they want to do, man. And it's sad because we see the writing is right there. The proof is in the pudding. And it's just crazy to me that they won't call it out. It's not black men. It's crazy, man. Let me get this super chat. Leon AA $5 super chat said, not everyone are meant to have children or get married. Some just need to be poor or rich, aunties and uncles to your family, tribe members, children. Yeah, and I've done videos on that. IQS at $5 super chat said 2013, 25% of black women looking for LTR. 2023, 25% black women are married. Seems like a theme to me. Yeah, it all makes sense. I mean, but the black community is still trying to point the finger at black men. And it's crazy how we do this. Like, man, y'all can see what the issue is. Do something to fix it. Start having these conversations to black women and ask them, hey, you know, what do y'all need to improve? Because the numbers say that black men aren't the least married in most divorce. Yes, as a community, we rank the lowest. Black men are married at the lowest rate amongst men. But overall, that belongs to black women. And remember, black men are the ones that choose. So it may be an actual choice why these men aren't getting married. But for women, it's different. We all know that the majority of women may not be black women now, but the majority of women of other races, they want to get married. No matter what these, you know, feministic ideals say, most women want to get married. They dreamed about the shit. They may not want to be wives. That's sad to say, but they want to get married. So, I mean, it is what it is, man. And you know what? Let me see if I can find this clip. Let me show you another way how they skirt around holding black women accountable. Let me see if I can find this on TikTok. And because if I can, I'm going to send it here so we can discuss this. If not, I can speak to it because I've done multiple videos on this particular topic. Where is it? Hold on. Let me see if they loaded it to here. God dang it. Hold on. I'm gonna just let y'all hear it. Hold on. Let me go back. Where was this sent to me? Give me 1 second. This was crazy. We're the only ones that's held accountable, man. And it's the worst. Hold on. Where is it? Who sent me that? Somebody sent me a video. Was it you? No. Give me a second. It's definitely going to be worth it. I promise you that. That's not her. That was another one. Man, I ain't gonna be able to find this foolery. Give me 1 second. How y'all feeling on this Friday? I ain't trying to take up too much of your time. Oh, here it is. Wait. Listen to this. Listen.
Women are the newest leading cases of HIV.
Wait, hold on.
Black women are the newest leading cases of HIV. I want to give a shout out to Risky Dinner Conversations. I've been doing these HIV awareness dinners. No men are allowed. I actually tried to bring Vinny in one city, and they're like, this is just for black women. The rates are so high for HIV. It's literally attributed to the fact that when abortion became illegal, women don't trust fucking healthcare clinics because what if they're pregnant and then you have to report this pregnancy? So a lot of people aren't even going in there to get fucking tested anymore. I was with Cinnamon Love in Atlanta. We were both looking to maybe document us both going to get on PrEP. And there's a PrEP now that they're allowing for women to get. Healthcare providers were not giving women PrEP in fear that almost this Ozempic thing would happen. We're so worried about women getting on PrEP and there not being enough available to gay men or whoever they would assume would get HIV quicker than someone else. And so now, because of these disparaging rates, now they're offering PrEP to women. It's all about advocating for yourself. I only know about my fibroids because I had to ask for an ultrasound over and over, which they didn't even want to give to me. It's just all about advocating.
Did y'all hear that? Could y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that whole thing? Put a 1 in the chat if you heard that. Let me know. because I can play. I'm gonna speak to it here in a second. So, and we're gonna revisit this on Monday because I want to break this down. Let me know if y'all can hear that. If I get one in the chat, let me see here. I'll wait. Okay, cool. Magnum Group said one. Great. So basically, they were reporting on the fact that Black women have the highest HIV rates. And if you guys are familiar with my platform, we just discussed this, right? And so I told you guys, I even put it, in statistical format, saying that the highest in the Black community is gay Black men, right? At the top. Second is Black women. Third is heterosexual Black men. So instead of them saying that, hey, we need to look at it from like this. If we're saying that Black women rank second to gay Black men rank third, then that would mean that Black women are very much sexually active. They're not using protection, and they're potentially having sex with the same guys. And also, they're having sex with men who are openly bisexual, because Black women, they'll like to put it out there by saying that, there's a lot of dudes that are DL. But I remember I was watching I think it was a court show where this Black woman and this gay Black man, she literally forced herself on him or whatever and ended up getting pregnant. I'm going to find that clip and I'm going to post it in here. But I remember that distinctly. But some of these Black women are actually having sex with these gay Black men. Just because. Besties and all that type of foolery. So they never put two and two together and blame Black women in particular. They started to put it on, Black women not being able to gain access to PrEP medication. They're scared to go get tested. All these things. And it's all in the comments. What was that one woman's comment? This is from the Horrible Decisions podcast. Let's see here. Somebody said, interesting. Who are they more likely contracting this from? That's the question that needs answering. Also, are the people Black women sleeping with gay by DL? This is so scary. And then they said, this is my thought. What are the causes of increased transmissions? Then somebody said what I said. Some Black women will sleep with a dude knowing he's gay, especially if he got money and he's attracted to them. It's some diabolical work. This woman says it doesn't matter if they're gay, straight, bi, etc. HIV doesn't discriminate. People need to take care of themselves and get tested annually. And if they have engaged in some type of sexual behavior that has them questioning themselves, they need to get tested. HIV is not an end all. You can definitely live with it and be undetectable, so you can't pass it on to others. We're not. So, and that's like a cope thing. We don't want to get to that point. My whole job is centered around prevention. So I don't want you guys to get to that point. That's why I promote safe sex so much on my platform. I tell guys, man, if she's not willing to show you her my chart, before y'all engage in sexual activity, are you guys not wearing condoms, she's not on birth control, then you just can't have sex with that woman. And I try and tell women the same thing about men. Don't sit there and be like, hey, I'm attracted, I'm aroused to this guy, so I'm going to just go ahead and go raw. And then I'm going to run the risk of getting pregnant or catching the STD. Now all men are trash. Black men are trash. I've said that multiple times. Once you get older, man, you start to be a little bit more careful. And I understand that when you're young, we all make mistakes. But when you get older and you start to acquire some resources and you got a lot more to lose, you won't be running the streets looking for booty like you used to when you was a kid. Because you know what I'm saying? You got to be mindful. And I've literally shared texts and conversations about when I was single and I was coming into my own, and I would actually, reach out to women and we would exchange, results. We'd exchange, birth control. Women would have to get on birth control, brother. I'm sorry. You're not going to get me. I care too much about myself for you to get me like that. So, I mean, it's out there, but nobody in the comments, like, God dog, people, it was men in there. This guy was like, may I ask why y'all think black women are newest cases of HIV? He's like, may I ask why you think? It's the statistics. This woman said men statistically are already less likely to get regular checkups and are also not going to get tested and end up passing STDs to women unknowingly. So let's take that point right there. So if we know this, and I agree with her, men are less likely to go to the hospital and get tested. I mean, I'm a healthcare professional. I understand this. But the point is that black women have the highest HIV rates. So what does that tell you? That means the majority of black men ain't having sex with these particular black women, and black women are having sex with the same guys, and potentially guys that have HIV. That's what that means. And there's no written statistics because it would probably be embarrassing to put out there, but you can come to your own conclusions. And it's just sad that we have to kind of dance around the conversation and, address it, with kid gloves. It's embarrassing, man. Just put it out there. And I hate to say it, it's a lot of, black women are, they sport fucking. I hate to be crass, but it is what it is. And they're doing it unprotected. It's sad, man. And you get on platforms. I've done, I think, 3 live streams about STI and STDs and HIV rates, high blood pressure, all this type of things. I even did a live stream about testicular cancer, prostate, cancer, all this type of stuff, right? Because I want to make sure that we're informed and we can, take the necessary steps to make sure that we're protected. And I don't think enough of these conversations among black women are being had, because in my opinion, and all honesty, I don't trust older black women to tell younger black women the truth. It seems like, it won't seem like, I know that they're in competition with these young black women, and that stops them from telling them what they need to hear. So now we got all these young black women going out there thinking that they ain't doing nothing wrong, because the women that's supposed to be telling them the truth, they won't, because they don't like the younger women, because you're younger than them. You got youth. So, and they compete for the same men. I don't trust it. It's some women, with platforms, they try and speak to women, but what ends up happening with a lot of these female-led, spaces is that they'll start to get more black men on their platforms than black women, because the black women don't want to be held accountable. And you can't fault the content creator, the female content creator that's actually saying what she has to say that could benefit women. It's just the fact that black women don't want to hear the truth. So then when that female content creator generates an audience that is predominantly male, they'll call her a pick-me, or she's pandering to black men. No, your ass supposed to be listening to this. Instead, you got a bunch of men over there who's like, yeah, you right, sister. But ultimately, it doesn't, in certain aspects, it doesn't help black men to hear it. We need black women there to listen to this, because if they're not going to listen to us, what's crazy is women will come to black men's spaces and spew all kinds of hate. You know what I'm saying? And instead of going over there to a woman's platform and listening to her, they're coming over here to talk shit. That makes no sense. And it's funny, some content creators, black male content creators, will allow it. Tell them straight to their face, hey, if I got pregnant with a black kid, a black boy, I'm deleting it. Right to that content creator's face. Next live stream, she right on there. All right, that's empowering the message. So they can continuously go to everybody's platform and spew all this hatred. And just for what, clicks, likes, views, money. That's a whole different level of I mean, if y'all was gonna call anything simping, wouldn't that be considered simping? I mean, shit. God, dog. Lord have mercy. Instead of cutting them women off, you give them more airtime. Jesus. Oh, and let me, in his, using these types of excuses. Jesus Christ. So in the video, once again, I said that, hey, who would you gravitate towards most in regards to personal trainer? A personal trainer who's in shape or an overweight personal trainer? And y'all know the reasons why. If you look like you're in shape, then I'm going to gravitate towards you first. But, of course, somebody got to use, outliers. Trainers can be overweight if you're talking about boxing or something similar, because you're looking for a skill and technique. Trainer, I don't know, skill and technique trainer like Tyson's trainer, Cus D'Amato. A trainer to get you healthy in attractive shape needs to themselves be that. I wouldn't expect a financial advisor or attorney to be Arnold in his prime, because that's not what they do. Lord have mercy. How does that correlate? And I said, what is a personal trainer? We're not doing this, bro. What does that mean? Jesus Christ. Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about when I'm talking about personal trainer. I'm talking to a person to get you in shape in the gym. Not talking about no damn boxing trainer. Like, this is, why would you comment this? Instead of saying something positive about the video, you looking for little things that you can nitpick. That makes no sense. And then you're trying to correlate a financial advisor or attorney, and you need them to look like Arnold Schwarzenegger. What sense does that make, guys? Jesus Christ. This is the type of stuff. Why would you comment this foolery? It's funny, but it's sad at the same time. You knew exactly what I was talking about. Jesus. Lord. What was the other one? This guy. And I'm pretty sure you hear, you didn't get blocked. This guy. I'm super ugly and gave up on women years ago. Nothing can change my mind. Well, then why the fuck are you commenting? Jesus. Oh, let me show y'all. This is what he say. I'm super ugly. I gave up on women years ago. Nothing can change my mind. This guy says, and this is not no slight against you. He said, who the heck convinced you of that? They need to be ashamed of themselves, especially if they were family. And this one said, women call me ugly all the time. This guy says muscles will help. And he said it doesn't. And I said, no, don't change his mind. Let him suffer in his own mindset. I'm getting tired of this shit. And I need y'all to stop going under these types of guys' comments, trying to, oh man, it's going to be okay. You need to do this. He had enough gumption to sit there and comment that foolery. I'm going to lean right into it. Don't tell him that shit. Let him suffer in his own sorrow. Because that makes no sense. Why would you comment that? You shouldn't even be on these types of conversations. Why are you here? So from moving forward, I'm leaning into that shit. You ain't getting no pep talk from me. And I advise y'all to do the same thing. If that's how you feel it. And get the hell up off my platform. We're not doing that. This is crazy, man. Don't make no sense, man. The rule of 10. 3 people against, 3 people for. 4 undecided. He made his decision. Now live with it. We ain't got time to be sitting there with people that already have a mindset like this, bro. It ain't none of that. We're not doing that no more. Let me see here. Where's that other one? Oh, and I also, in that video, I put this in there just to put things into perspective of the money standards. Look, if you guys missed it, this was from 2023 based on Internal Revenue Service, the IRS database. Here's how much the top Americans make for 2023. So if you see here, the top 50%. Oh, wait, let me move this. I got to move the banner real quick. My bad, y'all. Top 50% make $50,000 or more. Top 25%, $95,000. Top 10%, $170,000 per year. Top 5%, $250,000, $250,000. And the top 1% in the United States makes $650,000 a year. Top 1%. So that's what it looks like, guys. And I mean, you can, rank yourselves on wherever you see fit. But there you have it. If y'all needed any reminder of where you stand in regards to the percentages, because I see this stuff thrown around, I'm in the top such and such percent. Great. Now you know where you can rank yourself. So if you think that you need to, increase or improve to get to a particular point from where you're at now, hopefully this gives you a little bit of insight on where you guys stand. Okay. So yeah, and this is no. This is look. So this is earners, not household. This is earners. So yeah, so that's what it is, Mr. Donnie Mac. Yes, individuals, income earners. They have one particular for households, because households, it encompasses, whoever lives in that house and, does taxes. So say, for example, you have, some parents, some kids that are working, and they all do taxes. That's how it's reported, because they're living under one roof. So that's how that's reported. But this is just earners. And then also, you combine, those incomes or whatever. So yeah, so top earners. Let's see here. Blue Sox said almost to that 95,000. Good on you, good brother. See, Magna Group says I'm clawing up to that 30%. Yeah, see, we getting there. See here, Momo, the disciple, women are naturally attracted to chaos and dysfunction. The more dabbies the women, the more attracted to chaos. Yeah, man. And that's why I say, man, you give them black men. I see this. Are there, and I may be wrong, but y'all, correct me if I'm wrong on this. How many black female-led panel shows are successful? Like, think about that for a second. And then, I'm not a fan of panel shows, but I was thinking, I was like, how many black female-led panel shows? I'm talking about black panels with like 3 or more black women that come on there every week and they talk about whatever they talk about. How many are those channels successful? It's not that many, I don't think. If y'all can name some, please let me know. And I would like to review it to see how their message is. I want to see what they talk about. Because on one hand, it's tough to get women to, to listen to a group of women who are trying to hold them accountable. But then on another hand, you have an echo chamber of women just talking shit about men. And how many are successful? I thought about that, because from what I noticed is that on these panel shows, it seems like the black men created, and then they'll invite black women for cannon fodder, so to speak, because they let them rock out and say their message. The message is toxic, and that gets them clicks, likes, and views. And I remember one woman called that out, and they was like, man, y'all need to, restrain yourselves from going on these black men's podcasts and making a fool of yourselves. Or she said it, she worded it as if the black men are bringing them on there just so they can act a fool. And my point was like, how would those black men know that these women are going to act the fool? They just do. They just do. And so it's like you could bring these, women on the panel and you just let them be themselves, and whoever their selves are, it's content, and I'm like, that should be the mindset. You need to speak to those women like, hey, don't go embarrass yourself on this black man's platform, because they're going to clip your asses up and make money off of you. That should be the message to black women. But no, it's like, man, they bring you on there because they're going to use you for content. how would they be able to use you for content if you didn't wow the F out? I don't know. Let's see here. Milton Garden said, ask Chantel Simone. Yeah, but no, I'm talking about she's one, content creator. I'm talking about like a panel show. You know what I'm saying? Like, how many are there out there? And my sticking point is that the black men build the platform and then they bring women on. Like, I've even seen, what was it? JR the Lil Peep. I like JR. I think he's a stand-up brother. I like JR and what he's done, man. But I'm just not a fan of panel shows and all the chaos. But I know that he created another channel and he created a woman's channel or woman's show called Chic Critique. And they've said some foolery. Those are the same women that said that white men and women tend to get married in college. I've done a video on that. And then there was some other stuff that they said on that channel as well, on Chic Critique. So he created the platform and he just gave it to the women so they can do it. And I mean, and that's a form of black men supporting black women in a crazy way, but they are. But I've rarely seen a large platform of just simply black women doing well on YouTube. They only tend to do well when men invite them on their platforms. Why is that? Let's see here, Mr. Donnie Mac. The earliest I remember was the Grapevine. They deleted all this stuff before COVID. I hated the Grapevine. And brother Donnie Mac, I guess I'm glad that you brought them up. I hated the Grapevine. It was, man, misandry on steroids. They did not, man, I remember, and I went back recently, Mr. Donnie Mac, and I literally was looking for their old content. I actually clipped up some and used it in some videos a while back, but there were some, and this was before I had a platform. And now that I have a platform, I wanted to revisit some of those conversations that they had, just blatantly lying on black men. And nobody there would challenge what those women were saying. They had that one show where it was like, are black men trash? Or something like that. They even did a show off Kevin Samuels before they deleted their content, right? And I was so pissed off. I went everywhere looking for Grapevine content to respond to now in real time. But they deleted everything. Podcasts, all that stuff. I was so pissed off. It would have been some great talking points. Man, I used to hate that channel. But it was ran by, I remember the girl, I forgot her name. I think it was Ashley. And then there was a gay guy that was her partner. And the conversation was basically centered around black men bad across the board. And they used to have one dude on there named Carl. He was the only one that used to kind of give pushback, but they used to kind of weed him out. Oh, man. If anybody has any old episodes of The Grapevine, y'all would know exactly what me and Mr. Donnie Mac are talking about. It was the worst. And this was before I had a platform. And just when I had started getting into listening to what was going on in the black community in regards to relationships. I was still in the military at the time. And I used to get so upset because I was so much older than these people on their show that I was like, damn, man, how they get all this trauma at their young age, and I used to be sitting there like listening, like, God, dog, it was the worst. Don't get me started on The Grapevine, man. That was the worst. F Tanner, $10 super chat said, just on support. Moved from Dallas to Las Vegas to work for the DOE. Do you know any personal trainers in Las Vegas? Nah, I actually don't. Wait, do I? Nah, but Las Vegas is a hub for personal trainers. Because if you guys didn't know, that's where the Mr. Olympia used to be held, at the Orleans Hotel. So they used to have a lot of personal trainers out there. It still may be the same. So you shouldn't have an issue finding a trainer out there, F. Tanner. I'm pretty sure. And you actually sent me an email with the divorce statistics from the Forbes. I did a show on that, man. I want to say right after that report came out, F. Tanner, we did a live stream on that. And you actually reminded me to go ahead and clip that up. I may clip that up recently, for a video, for its own separate video. We did a whole show on that. Let's see here. Mad Villain NY said, why did they delete their comment? I believe they deleted the comment or the content because one of the most fair and balanced people that they used to have on their show, her name was Aisha Faines, I believe. She actually passed. And it was like very unexpected. Beautiful Black woman. Very educated, intelligent. And she used to have some of the best takes on the show. If Mr. Donnie Mack is familiar with it, he knows who I'm talking about. But she unexpectedly passed. And I think that hit their channel like very hard. And they ended up deleting and they stopped recording right after Aisha Faines passed. So rest in peace to her. She was amazing. I used to like listen to her speak the most because she used to, be, the most level-headed, Black woman on the channel. So yeah, again, rest in peace to her, man. It was just sad, See, Jamari Mack said, if I'm not mistaken, the Grapevine may have been based out of the DMV area. Yeah, I think they were. Mr. Donnie Mack, they got flagged, Matt Villain. It was awful. Oh, I didn't know they got flagged. But I just remember her, passing. And I was like, damn, man, that's unfortunate. PGC Travel said they were mostly tethers. Explain, I've heard Tariq Nasheed say that. What is a tether? What is a tether is it somebody from the continent? Because I remember the majority, I know Alicia or Ashley, I think she was Nigerian, I believe. I'm not, y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know. But yeah. Tariq Nasheed funny as hell, brother. Oh, man. Incognito Blue said the Grapevine was a Black men hate platform. The one guy who didn't toe the line wasn't liked by the people on there in their finds. Yeah, I remember. It was Carl. And there was a couple other Black men on there that used to get pushed back. I remember they had a conversation about interracial dating. And one of the guys was like, he said, man, when I'm on these dating apps, it seems like the only women who swipe, swipe right on me is white women. And he was like, so I date white women. And they got mad at him for that. Thank you, brother. Sir, what's going on? Said, I think it's a Black person that's not FBA. Foundational Black American. I'm still learning. Sir said, like West Indians, Africans. I hate that tribalist issue. Yeah, man, I didn't know that there was a internal battle amongst Black and African and West Indians. I didn't know. Dane sees $2 super chat said Grapevine transition to Patreon from YouTube. Yeah, and I remember that they used to do like a preview of a show, and then they would go to Patreon. And I actually looked up their Patreon, and it's gone. So, because I went to Twitter, I clicked on the link, and I think it was gone. So, man, I was desperately looking for some of those old episodes, man. Tethers ran. Let me see here. Project Leroy. A tether is a person not from the USA who undermines Black Americans or FBAs. A tether is a person who says Black Americans have no culture. Okay. Leon 008 said a tether are African people put into the algorithm to act Black while trashing Black Americans. So I see the overall point. Jesus. Okay. True Seeker said, sir, it's the non-FBAs that are sellouts, not all non-FBA. Okay. Jamari Mack said they had a Diaspora Wars episode. That was I remember that. See, man, we gotta find those episodes, man. We gotta Let me see if I could. Let me see if they put anything back. The Grapevine, because I really wanted to go back into those shows, man. They still got the channel up, but they just deleted all the, all the shows that they had on there. Damn. Yeah, they said farewell a year ago. Dang. Let me see. I'm on the page right now. I think this is the one where it's a toxic masculinity versus accountability. Now that some of the dust has settled, it says, is there such a thing as going too far when it comes to defending Black women? It was so much, man. So many great talking points. God, dog. And they used to do the Insecure reviews, the show. Yeah, but they were so young, man. I'm like, damn, how y'all get all this dang hurt? Jesus. Let's see. Leon said, you won't find them. We made our best attempt already. Okay. I was trying, man. I tried my best to find any content of theirs. But it was, I can't find it. Mr. Donnie Mac said they scrubbed the misandry. It's all been debunked several times over. Yeah, it was so much, man. It used to, because while I'd be watching the show, and again, this was before I had a platform, I would listen and I would go, Google. I'd be like, man, that's not true. Because they would say the same talking points. Black women earn more than Black men. And I would Google and it's come up not true. And I used to get so heated. And I think that led me to start my Facebook channel or Facebook page, the question of the day, as it was called, and I used to post some of their clips and, and just talk about them before I was coming on camera and discussing things. Yeah, I used to take some of the clips and I was able to share, some of them where the one of the young chubby Black women on there, she was like, Black men are trash. I still have that clip somewhere. I have the clip where they had a mental health physician. She came on there, a psychiatrist. She came on there and debunked the narcissistic, I guess mindset or labeling that Black women use. And they were pissed off at her. I used that clip, and it was another clip that I used as well. But I still have some of their small pieces of their content. I wish hold on, is it on let me see if it's on a podcast. Nah, it ain't on podcast. That's all good. Damn. I'm gonna search for something, man. Y'all, yeah. Sir said, well, I'm glad it led you to starting this channel. At least something good came from. Yeah, it really did, man, because I used to be pissed off. And I told y'all the story. I don't know if y'all remember me telling you the story as to how I made the question of the day on Facebook, because one of my quote unquote friends, female friends, she, I used to be known as a guy that I gave sound advice to women, like telling them the truth. And I used to have a lot of, women in the military. We would have like discussions at lunch or something, or when we had like time, to talk. They would ask me questions about men and relationships, so on and so forth. And I would tell them, and it would, come to fruition, it'd be true. And so one of my friends that I used to talk to, she was like, hey, I followed this page on Facebook, and they have some great conversations about relationships. She's like, you should join because you always have great insight. And I was like, great. And so I remember I joined this page and they were having some, delusional conversation, man. And I came in there with the stats as I do on this page. And I, just posted the comment. And man, they cooked my ass. Hey, The black women on there cooked me. Hit dog hollering. I didn't even know what that meant at the time. They was, calling me, like trash and all types of shit. I screenshotted it and I sent it to my friend. I was like, hey, what kind of page you got me following? I was like, look. I was like, all I did was put this, and she was like, I don't know what happened. I was like, man, all I did was comment this. And they didn't went off on my ass. And I'm gonna tell you, it was a page called Yancey and Friends. Yancey and Friends. I don't know if y'all heard that before. Hold on, let me see. Let me see if it's still up. Yancey and Friends. Yancey and Friends. She looked like she still has a channel, but she used to have a page. Yancey and Friends groups. Is it a group still? Looks like somebody posted a video recently of this woman. Post. Y'all ever heard of this before? Yancey and Friends? No? Okay. Let's see. AJ said, oh, yeah, she did a Cardi B on you. Yeah, I got cooked. So let me see. They said, welcome to Dooneyville. Your friend set you up. Yeah, she set me up. Yeah. Madam Gusa, I just said they saw the data. Yeah, they did. Madam Gusa turned into zoo animals. Okay. Project Leo said, with that page name, Media Man received all the smoke and ignorant comments while telling the truth. Yeah, it was bad. Because why I'm gonna come on somebody's platform and just start, talking shit? No, I don't do that. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I was using my government name. So I was using my government name. And I was just trying to have a normal conversation, like saying, no, this is false. And yeah, they cooked my ass, man. I was like, good God. So I had to get rid of that page. And I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and create my own platform. And I just started asking questions. And I started posting, the truth. And I started seeing people, gravitate towards like, man, I didn't know that. Or, we'd have like conversations. Of course, we'd get some crazy people out there, but I would weed them out. But that's what kind of got me onto that. And I started posting some of the grapevine conversations. And this was, like I said, before I even started talking about it on, camera. But yeah, it led me to it, man. So, let me see here. Did I get this? Yep. Okay. F. Tanner said, hey, Media Man, I emailed what I found on the grapevine. Oh. Wait, let's see. If I open up my email now, I'm going to get. Okay, cool. I got my credit update. No monitoring results this month, which is always good. Let's see here. Grapevine channel. Yeah, I went to the channel. And then the Instagram, yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and it used to, they scrubbed everything, man, on Twitter, all that stuff. You go to media, it's not on there, but I'm gonna subscribe to the Instagram page, see if we can find any nuggets on there. Well, let's see here. Instagram. Hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna see if they add me. I requested. See if we can find a little bit on there. Yeah, we'll see what we can do. Let's see, Jared G said, I love how you can laugh at yourself. It's a loss. Oh yeah, man. It was, I mean, I'm safe. They ain't gonna do that to me, but it was just funny. I'm gonna find. Hold on. I promise you, I'm pretty sure it's still Facebook keep everything. Hold on. Yancey And then let me see if I can find something. Because I can tell you exactly what I said. And I want y'all to laugh at some of the things they told me. Wait, where is it? God dang it. Hold on real quick. I know something got to come up. Oh, this is booty. I can't find it. Ain't not gonna come up. No. Oh man. I'm gonna find some of that old stuff. Let me see here. I'm laughing already because if I'm laughing, I know y'all gonna laugh. Hold on, wait. Let me one last ditch effort. Here we go. See if it'll pop up in any of my messages. Nah, it ain't pop up. I'm gonna look, but I know y'all would die laughing. So, internet password 5 super chat said, RB Rage is out here and men are hurt. Men have to accept that you don't have to be right. You just have to win. Focus on your health, wealth, purpose, and respect. Absolutely, man. And that comes from within. Like y'all see, I don't give a damn what these people say in these spaces. And use Dr. Umar, for example. It's always a great show if I get to mention Dr. Umar. So, when like a black man is on like Instagram or Facebook with his white wife, people will tag Dr. Umar. Oh, Dr. Umar need to see this. And I'm like, yeah, you could tag him, but what is that going to do? What is Dr. Umar going to do if he sees you with a sweet snow bunny? What happens? Is Dr. Umar, you know what I'm saying, the guy who knocks on your door like Ed McMahon and turns you around, grabs you by the nape of your neck, and goes into your pocket and he takes your black card? Is that how that works? What happens? Nothing. It's funny. And they have made Dr. Umar like a caricature of himself. And Dr. Umar, I'm on record, said Dr. Umar is an intelligent brother. It's a lot of stuff that I agree with, Dr. Umar on. But the whole interracial marriage thing is just funny to see people like kind of call on Dr. Umar like he's some anti-interracial black man superhero to stop these black men from marrying white women. It's funny. You know what I'm saying? It's what's gonna happen? What is it? Oh man. Oh, that's funny. Glow said at least get a walking pad. If you got $200, you could put that in your room. MF. A walking pad. What I'm talking about? What I missed? I missed some. HVAC man $5 super chat said I can't stand defeated folks, especially at my age 26. Like, dude, get in the gym and work. Yeah, man, and I promise you, it will translate over to other areas in your life. Getting in that damn gym. Oh man, that's so funny. Mr. Tony Banks says, "Sick him, Dr. Umar." Anyone here remember the movie Drop Squad? Man, Drop Squad. I gotta research that. Y'all done put me up on some great movies here recently. Welcome to Dooneyville. Dr. Umar is a commissioner of the PP Police. Yeah, and like I said, I laugh at it because people will, they put the Undertaker video where Dr. Umar is like kind of peeking in. That's one of my favorite videos, man. And but it's like, man, what happens? At the end of the day, black men, I'm speaking to you. Think about it. If you get, people see you dating outside your race, what can they do? Nothing. If you become a password bro and they complain about it, what can they do? Nothing. That's what I'm trying to get y'all to see. You can use it as content. Look at how they talking foolishly about us. Ha ha ha. But getting upset, and letting it F with you, why? You're going to still be able to move the way you move. I just never seen a problem. So let's see here. Momo the Disciple said, I recently got back in the gym after taking a break. I feel so much better. Weightlifting was always a staple in my life. I let myself slack while focusing on my career. After 30, I can't do that. Yeah, man. But I mean, that's you being accountable. I mean, that's what men do. So if you notice it, I used to tell people all the time, like, I can't, as a trainer, if somebody doesn't want to lose weight, then they just won't do it. It's really nothing that I can do to get them to care about their health more than me. And we used to say that about, the PT test in the military. Like, nobody cares about your career more than you. No matter if you have a supervisor that's pushing you, if you don't care, then it is what it is. Then you're going to just suffer. So, but we take accountability, man. We ain't got no choice. Men don't have a choice. We got to take accountability. Only women can move in that delusional area. Didn't Glorilla go out there telling women to be delusional as much as possible, as long as they can? Could you imagine men telling other men to do that? We can't do that. We have to do what we need to do to survive, man. We can't be delusional. So, oh man. Oh, Mr. Donnie Mac said, DROP stands for deprogramming and restoration of pride. Oh, okay. That's cool. Dooneyville, he says body game is real. The amount of women checking for me exponentially went up once I started to make some gains. And that's the only thing. Like I said, I don't care what your motivation is. If you got to reach back to high school where that girl told you was ugly, and that's what motivates you to get in the gym 5 days a week and become jacked and juicy. Who says that? Was it? I think his name is Robert Frank. You know the dude, Robert Frank? Hey, that dude is hilarious. He used to do the videos in the car where, if you got to get jacked and juicy, swole as a goal, size as the prize. He says, jacked and juicy. If that's what it takes for you to get there, that woman broke your heart, and you like, I'm going to show her. I'm going to look at you like, okay, great. You in the gym. I don't care what the reason is. I don't care. I may be a maniac in that, right? But I'm not going to tell you, nah, man, that shouldn't be your motivation. And I'm seeing you in the gym 5 days a week, lifting heavy weight and cardio. Like, I'm gonna tell you to stop? No, keep going. Wait, let me see if I can find Robert Frank. Sir said, I never heard of him. Let's see here. Robert. He's a funny dude, man. Yeah, he still makes videos. Listen to this. Hold on. Wait, here we go. Make the gym great again.
So people have been asking me, hey, Robert Frank, who do you want to be the next president of the United States of America? Well, I know better than to talk politics on social media, so I'm not even going to go there. But at the end of the day, I thought about it. Does it really fucking matter? I'm still going to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning to do my fasted cardio. I'm still going to eat my 6 to 7 meals a day. Monday is still going to be International Chest Day. So really, does it matter? And all I hear about is build a wall. We're going to build a wall. Well, how about building a fucking gym where the dumbbells go up to 400 pounds? And the lat pull-down stack doesn't stop at 280. And fuck your little juice bar. How about building a full-fledged food court so I can get a triple-O sandwich post-workout? 50 grams of protein. Get your chocolate and vanilla smoothies. Fuck that. I want a triple O cheese on whey with a little bit of fucking mustard so I can make some gains. Let's make the gym great again. Scratch that. The gym has always been great. Let's make it greater. We need an outro for the YouTube channel.
Yo. Dude, he hilarious, man. Oh man. Wait, it's so many. Oh my goodness. I'm glad that he's still making videos, man. Oh wait, here's the video of Friend Zone. Hold on, wait.
This morning, a girl hit me up and said, Robert Frank, I've been digging this chick for a minute, but she put me in the friend zone, and it's messing me up. She's short and sexy, and don't mean to be blunt, but her ass is so fat that you can see it from the front. And since this bro's deaf sounds like a chick I would smash, I want to see this little bro get out of the friend zone and into the bone zone as soon as fucking possible. First thing you need to know, little bro, is women are jealous creatures. So find a friend with the thickest features and bless that ass like Sunday preachers. Second this chick spills the beans, the one you really want will come begging for the D. And you can live happily ever after or tell her to get on her knee and make her apologize for friend zoning your ass so disrespectfully. And you'll have to excuse me because it's Saturday, International Art Day, for the second day in a row. And after this thick fucking pump, I'm going on the gram and getting a chick with God first in her bio. Translation, I'm a big hoe, in a plank position like a plyo, taking this meat like a food truck gyro. Extra white sauce. But it ain't no lamb with this way of bam, thank you ma'am. It's certified grade A sausage. And when you're a man who jacked the tan, every weekend is on replay. But Jane, that's what we slay. Making gains, that's our forte. How the fuck you do it? Enzo Amore. Swallows the goal, size the prize. It's good to clap, motherfucker. That's cute.
Hey, he's the best. He's the best. Hey, jacked and juicy. Oh man. Yo, that's oh man, that's funny. Here, wait, here's Robert Frank. Hold on. Hey, that dude is hilarious. He does look like a wrestler. I will tell you. It said the bastard child of Randy. He looked just like a wrestler. Hey, he's I mean, I put it in there, man. But let's go ahead and get out of here. We just been freestyling, man. I was just talking up here. I want y'all to enjoy your weekend. Yeah, before I be late and before I get swung on, I got to go get dressed. But yeah. We gonna go get something to eat, man. And this is my cheat day. I haven't cheated since I've been dieting. So yeah, I'm getting treated to a nice dinner by my lady. That's soft guy, right? That's soft guy era. She paying for it, treating me, even though it's coming out of our joint account. But it's still soft life. That still counts. Soft guy era, right? It still counts. Still counts. Oh man, Momo the Disciple about to hit the hotel gym right now while I'm on my work assignment. Absolutely, brother, get it in. Yeah, I kiss drizzle. Yep, it's still your MF set, no doubt. Yeah, CT Fletcher. Hey, that dude, he got a lot of people energized to go to the gym, man. Jared G says soft guys equal hard wallets. Let them pay. That's funny. That's good. That's good. Let's see here. Don't make the missus wait, brother. Yeah, man. I'm finna get the stink eye in a second. It's all good. So all right, y'all. Hey, again, thank y'all for rocking with me on this Friday. This was unexpected. But let's try to be more positive, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to keep bringing y'all these statistical shows. But in the process, I'm going to try and, focus more on all of us improving, man. So if you have any ideas or comments or questions or show ideas that you want me to focus on, I'll make a community post. Go ahead and put it in there. We'll start doing what we need to do, and I'll definitely do my research to get the information that you guys need, So yeah, so I think I want to do another liquor review. I haven't had, whiskey since I've been dieting, but I'm definitely gonna have me a Moscow Mule once we out. So so yeah, I think I'm gonna do another liquor review and put that on there. Definitely. I got y'all maybe some more style content. You guys tend to like the suit stuff, and even though, I'm still like I've only been in this game for 4 years now in regards to suits. I'm well educated in it now. So I think I could do some more, how to pair certain ties with certain suits. We definitely gonna do. We gonna cook. I got some stuff in store for y'all, man. I can't wait. But yeah, man, I got y'all back, man. All men in general, and particularly black men. Y'all know I ain't gonna let nothing slide if somebody lying on Black men, man. I'm gonna be right there to hold it down. POP, hold it down. I got y'all. I definitely got y'all. But appreciate it. I'm gonna let y'all out here. What I got left. Oh, we do the 90s ladies. Think y'all always like this. Fragrance reviews. Okay, yeah, we'll do some of that too. I used to do those. But yeah, we'll hook it up. I'll leave y'all with the 90s ladies, the compilation. Y'all tend to like that. But again, enjoy the rest of your weekend, man. Get in that gym, eat healthy, stay safe. Above all else, man, stay safe. Want to see y'all back here on Monday. And also, GTA 6, is it GTA 6? Comes out next year. So we need to stick around so we can all get a chance to play GTA 6. And we go actually, wonder if that's going to be cool. I give y'all my word. I will set up a Twitch account or whatever I got to do so we can get online and we can all play GTA 6. Maybe we can get on and play GTA 5. I got to buy a PlayStation 5. Is it 5? Yeah, I got to buy a PlayStation 5. I don't have one. I have a PlayStation 4, but I don't have a PlayStation 5. So, yeah, we got to get on there and we could play GTA 6, 5, and 6, whatever we need to do. Yes, I play video games from time to time. It's gonna be a landmark game. So yeah, we all gonna get on it and get to cooking. Look at us nerds playing video games, staying out of trouble. How nerd of us. Yeah, we go do it. But yeah, so I don't honestly, I don't know. Is it as easy as just me getting a Twitch account and then putting my name on there so we can like play GTA online or some shit like that? I don't know. I'm gonna hook it up. Y'all let me know. What do I need to do to where we all can play GTA or something like that? Let's see. Glow said, yeah, go ahead, get you one. It's easy to come by, Media Man. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Hey, Media Man, we are not cheating if we are playing a video game. Yeah, man. Staying out of shape, not staying out of trouble, not cheating on our women, playing video games. Okay, I'm gonna set up one tonight. I'm gonna do one tonight because to kill time. I don't know if y'all know this. I'll open up PlayStation 4 and play what is it? The game Days Gone. I just like roaming around. I already beat it, and I'll reset the jobs. And I'll find different ways to, delete, the camps. So I'll take time, maybe like once or twice a week. I'll go up there and lay on the beanbag. And, my girl go up there and she just sit there, fall asleep, of course. And I'll just run around the map, playing that damn game. So I might as well start an account. So I'm going to start one. You said link your account to your YouTube channel. I'm going to do it all. You know me, I'm going to do it tonight. I got y'all. So, damn. You dropped $800 for a PlayStation 5. I remember they were high back in the day, but I'm pretty sure I could find one. Glow, I don't need to make another YouTube channel? I can just link it to this channel? Let me know. I'll wait around for your response. You seem like the resident expert in this because I will definitely do it. I can't do it now. I'd be late. But is that okay? You said it's really easy to do through YouTube. I got it. I'm gonna do it. Let's see here. But all right, let me cue this up. But I'll be back on Monday. We got a great show planned, and it won't be as erratic as this one. I promise y'all. But thank you. God bless. I'm out. Media Man out. Peace. Here you go.
I'm on a quest to make you mine, and I just can't stop swinging, 'cause you're so fine, and I gotta do it, got to go through it. Hey, you're so fine. On the real though, could you be mine? So fine. Your pretty brown eyes are driving me wild, babe. So fine. On the real, could you be mine? So fine. Oh, 'cause I'm on a quest to make you mine, and I just can't stop swinging, 'cause you're so fine, and I gotta do it, got to go through it. Hey. cause you're so fine. And I